Good afternoon, Raphael Clemente, Executive Director of the Downtown Development Authority. The DDA board, if you all recall, originally rejected the proposal that was presented to this body because of its impact on what was the Waterfront 5 district with a height increase that would enable a project of this type to occur. The board revisited, had the opportunity to rehear this current proposal as it is now, orienting the zone along Okeechobee Boulevard as was originally intended in the DPZ plan. I think a lot of you were probably here for that. Putting the height there in the Okeechobee corridor, and decided to take a position of support for this project, and I'll tell you why. First of all, it puts this tall building and others where the other tall buildings are. It puts them in the corridor where it was, at one time at least, envisioned to be the place where they should be. It is not exceeding, in fact, is less than the allowed maximum square footage on the site by right. Undeniably, and I'm sure you'll hear more, and you heard quite a bit already, there is a need for Class A office space. Myself and others collaborate with the Chamber, the Business Development Board, the city, and others working to recruit jobs and investment in the city, and the lack of available Class A office is definitely a challenge that we've been confronted with for years now. Whether there's a market demand there or not, I'll leave that up to the experts and the developers, but it's certainly what we've heard from people looking to get into the city. From a traffic perspective, and that is a major challenge for sure, as our views, and I do understand that, and the board that I report to certainly understands that. Office use generates fewer trips than other potential uses that could happen on this site. For example, mixed use, even at 5 stories, if it had a mixed use component to it, would likely generate more trips than a straight up single-use office building. The project, as it is, represents a relatively small portion of all the trips that are entitled in that corridor. Opera Place, whatever happens on the tent site, all the other vacancies there. This is a very small portion of what is likely coming in future development cycles, maybe in this development cycle. So I would say if we're fighting this project on traffic, I mean, it's going to happen one way or another. Whether this project happens or not, traffic is going to increase. Overall, and this was certainly the sentiment of the DDA board, this project represents a win for the city. There are undeniably impacts. There are undeniably individuals and properties impacted by this project, but in the big picture, it was viewed as a win, and therefore they expressed their support. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much.